bacterial viruses, and such viruses which are parasitic, on the bacteria are known as bacterial viruses. ठीक है? These are the viruses which attack the bacterial cell. So they are called bacterial viruses, and they are also known as bacteriophages. इनको bacteriophages भी कहा जाता है. ठीक है? And all these bacterial viruses, the bacterial viruses have been classified into two major groups. The first one is the virulent bacterial viruses, and the second one is the temperate bacterial viruses. Such viruses which attack and immediately bring about the lysis or breakdown of the bacterial cell. So such bacterial viruses are called virulent bacterial viruses or virulent bacteriophages. On the other hand, such bacterial viruses which attack bacteria, but they do not cause the immediate lysis or immediate breakdown of the bacterial cell. Rather, the viral DNA gets integrated into the bacterial DNA, and the bacterial cell survive. But after dividing 2 or 3 times or 4 times, the bacterial cell, attacked host cell, also undergo death. So such bacterial viruses which are parasitic on the bacteria, but they do not bring about the immediate lysis, immediate breakdown of the attack host cell, they are called the temperate bacterial viruses. They are called temperate bacterial viruses or temperate bacteriophages. So there are two very important categories of the bacterial viruses. The first one is the virulent bacteriophages, and the second one is the temperate bacteriophages. And as for the life cycle of these two types of the bacterial viruses is concerned, the virulent bacteriophages has lytic life cycle. Virulent bacteriophages has lytic life cycle. Why the term lytic life cycle? Because the lysis of the attacked host cell take place. The lysis means the breakdown. Therefore, such life cycle in which the attacked host cell का मतलब इस केस में attacked host cell means bacterial cell which has been attacked by the virus undergoes breakdown or lysis. Therefore, such life cycle is known as lytic life cycle, because breakdown of the bacterial cell is taking place after the infection, after the attack of the virus on the bacterial cell. So such life cycle is known as the. And you know that the virulent bacteriophages have lytic life cycle. On the other hand, the temperate bacteriophages have lysogenic life cycle. And what is the meaning of the lysogenic life cycle? Such bacterial viruses which attack and but do not bring about the immediate lysis or breakdown of the host cell. So such life cycle is known as lysogenic life cycle. So which type of bacteriophages have lysogenic life cycle? Such bacteriophages which are temperate bacteriophages. Temperate bacteriophages have lysogenic life cycle, whereas the virulent bacteriophages have lytic life cycle. And the control, and there is a special genetic mechanism to regulate the lysogenic and lytic life cycle. This is the genetically controlled process. There is a genetic mechanism, there is a genetic basis of this lytic and lysogenic life cycle. There is a genetic control over the lytic and lysogenic life cycle, which you have to study in the molecular biology, which you will study in MSc third semester. So the genetic mechanism of lysis and the genetic mechanism of the lysogenic life cycle, there is a genetic which to be studied. But at present, we are studying the lytic and lysogenic life cycle, temperate, virulent and temperate bacteriophages. So there are so many examples. There are so many examples of the virulent bacteriophages and lysogenic life and the virulent bacteriophages and temperate bacteriophages. The best example of virulent bacteriophages is the T4 phase, which you have to study. T4 bacteriophage. T4. T stands for tailed bacteriophage. T4 bacteriophage, which you have already studied in your class BSc और botany part 1 में पढ़े हैं आप लोगों ने, paper 2 में microbiology में T4 bacteriophages. Not only in the BSc part 1, you have also studied all these things in your 12th class. So this is the very common example of the bacteriophages is the T4 bacteriophage, and T4 bacteriophage phage is the best example of the virulent bacteriophage. Okay. Similarly, the best example the temperate bacteriophages is the lambda phage. So you must always keep in your mind the examples of these two groups of the bacterial viruses. The first one is the virulent bacteriophages, and the best example of the virulent bacteriophages is the T4 bacteriophage, and the best example of the temperate bacteriophage is the lambda phage. So these two are the very important. T4 bacteriophage has lytic life cycle, whereas the lambda phage has the lysogenic life cycle. And so these are the two very important categories of the bacteriophages, which I have just mentioned you that there are two types, virulent and temperate. Their examples and their life cycle. So there are various steps as far the structure of the structure of the virulent and temperate phages are concerned. So you have to study the very simple structure. The first example of that virulent bacteriophage is T4 bacteriophage. T4 bacteriophage is a tadpole shape, tadpole sperm shape, having the head, neck, and tail. Have you seen, Tamla? Have you seen the structure
Yes,
of
sir.
the? Have you seen the structure of the T4 bacteriophage? Have you studied in BSc Botany Part 1 Honors Paper 2 में? This T4 bacteriophage is a tadpole shaped structure consisting of a head, a neck, a tail, and tail fiber. This virus bacteriophage appear like a sperm consisting of a head, neck, and tail, and the head remains connected with the tail with a very small neck consisting of the protein, and the tail remains attached at its distal end with a plate-like structure which is also hexagonal, and that plate is known as the end plate or tail plate. And from each corner of the tail plate, tail fiber and tail pins are present. ठीक है? तो ये जो there are in this way there are 6 tail fiber and 6 tail pins. So this T4 bacteriophage, which is the best example of the virulent bacteriophage, is the sperm-shaped or tadpole-shaped bacterial virus consisting of the head, consisting of neck, and consisting of tail. And the tail at its distal end remains attached with a hexagonal plate, and that plate is known as the end plate, base plate. Okay? And from each corner of this tail plate arises a tail fiber and a tail pin. The tail fiber helps in searching the receptor site located on the bacterial cell surface, whereas the tail pin helps in fixing the bacteriophage at the site of the receptor site located on the bacterial cell surface. And you should also know that this hexagonal head and hexagonal tail plates and tail also remains covered with the protein coat. You have already studied the viruses are nucleoprotein particle consisting of nucleic acid and protein. So the protein makes the outer covering, protein makes the sheath, and that sheath is known as the capsid. Similarly, this bacteriophages has the head and tail also remains covered with enveloped by the protein sheath, which is known as the capsid. The tail remains covered with the tail sheath, and the tail has a central core. The tail consists of a central core and the tail sheath, and tail sheath is made up of the protein. Similarly, the tail plate or end plate, which is hexagonal, is also made up of the protein. And not only this, the head of this virus, the head of the T4 bacteriophage is very important because the genetic material, because the nucleic acid of the T4 bacteriophage remains packed inside the head. head, and head is also hexagonal structure, and it is a multifaceted. मतलब multifaceted मतलब there are 20 facets, 20 facets, there are 20 facets, and the head also remains covered with the external sheath, and that sheath is made up of the protein, and protein is known as capsid, and capsid is made up of a number of smaller subunits which are known as capsomer. So head is also hexagonal. The tail plate is also hexagonal. The head is very important because it has its genetic material. The genetic material, the genome of the T4 bacteriophage consists of double-stranded circular DNA. Double-stranded circular DNA, which is highly contorted, and remains highly packed inside the head of this T4 bacteriophage. And this head is a hexagonal. It has the genetic material of this virus. The head remains covered also with the protein coat, and this head remains connected with the tail with a very short neck, and around the neck a proteinaceous layer is present, which is known as the collar. So the neck has a collar consisting of the protein. The tail consists of the tail core and the tail sheath. The tail sheath is made up of the protein. And at the distal end, नीचे की तरफ क्या होता है कि the tail जो होता है किससे लगा होता है? The tail remains attached with the tail plate, and the tail plate is also made up of a protein. And the tail plate is hexagonal, and from having the 6 corner, and from each corner a tail fiber and a tail pin originate. In this way, there are 6 tail fibers and 6 tail pins. And the tail fiber, what is the function? What is the function of the tail fiber? Tail fiber, when this bacteriophage attack the bacterial cell, the tail fiber help in searching the receptor site located on the bacterial cell surface.